everyone. Welcome to Amazing Plantz4mationz, where we share amazing transformational stories and we talk with industry leading experts in the vegan field and plant based doctors and hear my journey and all kinds of good stuff. And today I have an awesome guest with me. As you can see, she's a returning guest. If you remember, this is Erica Padmore. She was with me talking about how we can grow our own food in our tower gardens, which I still have that link in the description of all of my videos. So in case you guys want to look more into that. But today she's here to actually talk about an exciting new product. And let me tell you why we should listen to Erica and who she is. She is amazing. She's an entrepreneur and investor, a certified wellness coach, food security advocate, and founder of the Comma Club. She's a proud mom of a beautiful daughter. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, everyone. She's a cancer survivor, which is where I believe a lot of her focus on wellness came in. Erica loves to help people. She's a lot of fun to work with. I can definitely attest to that. She's also incredibly knowledgeable about Luminate, an innovative product developed by Juice Plus, where she serves as a successful sales leader. And this is a amazing product. I can't wait to hear it. But Erica, before we get started into that, can you tell us a little bit about your journey, how you got started in becoming such a successful entrepreneur and investor, and like just how you got into the wellness, even learning about it? Was it like me after years of eating the regular diet, learning about it, or were you always kind of a healthy person?
Well, I wouldn't say that I was always a healthy person, but I learned in college, actually. Uh, I met one of my colleagues. She was a food science major, and she showed me her food science books and showed me how literally food was being, meat was being raised. Actually became a vegan after that. I was a vegan for a very long time. I think for well over 10 years until I got pregnant. And for some odd reason, I don't know, I just craved chicken. That was the only thing. And it was only wings that I craved. That was it. And once I started that, then I sort of fell back, back into the whole meat thing. But that's where I really first started understanding how they were rearing our food, not just only rearing it, but how it was being distributed selectively to different neighborhoods. And I had no idea that that was even a thing.
Right. Yeah, it's amazing when you delve into that world of like we have blinders on our whole lives.
I told my mom when I first found that out, I said, listen, at the time when I found that out, we were living in Bridgeport, and it was a predominantly black, neighborhood. And just right across the border was a really affluent neighborhood. And so I told my mom, we're never going to go buy groceries in our neighborhood. We're going right across the bridge, because she just showed me in her books that food were shipped to certain neighborhoods. The worst kind of food was shipped to certain neighborhoods, and the best type of food was shipped to certain neighborhoods.
Whoa, that's amazing.
You didn't know that. I mean, who would have thought, right?
Right.
But I read that and I saw it in her book. So I'm like, oh my God. So that's where I kind of started being very careful about where I was eating, what I was eating, and actually became vegan, started my vegan journey because of that. And like I said, I sort of dropped off. Well, fast forward, in 2019, I was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. And so now I'm having to focus on, oh my gosh, I need to really focus on getting better, getting healthier. What am I doing? What am I eating? At this point, I was eating meat at the time, and not being as strict with kind of the things that, just went through a very stressful situation, divorce, blah, 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 blah. So I think it's a combination of things that sort of led to, my dis-ease is what I want to say. So then that took me down the path of now trying to look at my health. What am I eating? What have I been doing? What have I been thinking? And so, as a result of that, because I was in a lot of pain, it led me to a company that helped me tremendously. They had these amazing CBD products that helped me with pain and inflammation. And from there, they kind of offered a wellness program, how to eat right for your blood type, bioscans that detect what's going on in your body. It's a device that you hold in your hand. It sort of detects what's going on in your body. So for me, that's what got me on the journey. And then, of course, as because I was a wellness coach, they were like, okay, well, you definitely need to add phytonutrients. This was part of our training, to your diet. And when I was introduced to the company that we're going to talk about that has this new product, I really didn't even, I all I knew about was actually the Tower Garden. And that's what I was excited about, because I knew that I needed to, you don't know what you're getting with the fruits and vegetables. I'm from the Caribbean originally, so I know what it's like to pick fruit and vegetables from a tree and eat. And being in the States, depending on just the grocery store, that's not the case unless you're really going to farmers markets and things like that. So I thought it was a phenomenal idea that I can grow food in my own home. And then after I found out, from the same young lady that sort of posted the Tower Garden on Facebook, do you know that the company had phytonutrients? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm looking for, whole food nutrition. Because for someone that was dealing with cancer, obviously having phytonutrients, and not just for me, but anybody, is vitally important and can play a huge role in improving your health. So when I found that out, I immediately ordered it, and I've been using it ever since. Um, so, again, we just launched this new product that we're going to talk about now, called Luminate. We sold out within 2 weeks of launching. It has been such a successful launch because people were able to see the impact of it and feel the impact of it relatively quickly. And, we just can't keep it, people are on wait lists for it right now. And,
Wow.
they're pre-ordering it right now. So I'm just so excited that, as a wellness coach, that I have, and, of course, I've sort of partnered with different companies depending on what a client needs. But this Illuminate is a very, very exciting product, because we have millions and millions of people who are drinking unspeakable amounts of coffee every day, as well as drinking these energy drinks just to make it through the day. And so, that's the product that we're going to talk about, and I'm really excited about that.
Thank you. And I think for all of us, it's like a journey how we get from where we were to where we are, whether it's health issues. Some people come in for animal activism. With me, I started in as it was a diet, a way to lose weight, and then ended up reversing a bunch of things that were going on health wise, but also then learned, like you, okay, this is where our food comes from, what they're putting in our food, how the animals are treated, and we're
Yes.
wondering why we're all, having a lot of anxiety. And this is why, because what we're putting in our body. But I also noticed there's a ton of people who just want to put more vegetables in. They might not want to go like, me and go completely raw or completely vegan. But they're moving more in that direction. And I think then finally that one thing clicks and everyone, needs to put more vegetables and fruits in their life. That's one for sure thing. So busy people, the products you sell, the way that you help people source it in your home are amazing. And I want to welcome Tessa and everyone else watching and everyone watching the replay. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you drink coffee, if this is something you found interesting in, if you're trying to look for a healthier alternative to it. And thank you for joining, Tessa. I appreciate you. I've got your comment up there. And what I'm going to do is play a little video just to get us started into this. And for those that are new, who I always share this at the beginning, I was able to lose 50 pounds and keep it off. I reversed seasonal allergies, or eliminated them, I guess you would say, from happening that I had since a kid. And also, I stopped my chronic back pain. So there is a
Wow.
lot to say about including fresh fruits and vegetables. And we also don't know where our fruits and vegetables are grown, what soil they're grown in. So even if you eat a lot of things like me, that's why I still need to make sure that I'm getting all the essential nutrients in my diet, too. So something like these, like the products that you sell with Juice Plus, especially if you're busy and you don't eat a lot of vegetables, they're amazing to get all those, like you were talking about, the phytonutrients in. We could do a whole stream on what those things can do for you. But let's get to our Juice Plus, because I know it's Mother's Day, and I'm sure you have better things to do than hang out here with Veganology JJ all day.
And happy Mother's Day to everyone. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. We appreciate you all. Happy Mother's Day to my mother, Kathy, who hopefully she clicked the link and is watching. I love you, and Dawn loves you, and we're so excited to be able to see you. I'm glad you enjoyed your vacation. Let's see. Here's the video. I think it's like so important to think about too, to be realistic about it. Yes, we'd all like to have a big fruit smoothie in the morning, but millions of us are drinking some type of caffeine, and a lot of it is a dangerous amount of caffeine, because we've all heard a little bit of caffeine can give you like alertness and and clarity. But like the energy drinks and things, we've heard of all the dangers. Like I was just watching the other video, I didn't get a chance to load it in here, but we can share screen and watch it, where she was talking about the crazy amounts of sugar that are in these energy drinks. I mean, it's insane what we're all the chemicals and things that we're drinking. And a lot of people are just drinking tons of coffee and then getting this huge, like, down after it. They get tired after it. So one of the things I was reading about with this, and I'll let you go ahead and get into why this is a better alternative, and and a cheaper alternative than a lot of the drinks, from what the lady was saying on the video going around showing the different energy drinks. And I'll also we have a testimonial we'll play here as well a little bit. But Erica, why don't you tell us about why Illuminate is different than like you would just be drinking a regular energy or coffee drink?
Well, it's natural. And
Hey,
and
sorry, my mom
products,
came. Happy
that's
Mother's
okay.
Day. Love you. I have the best mom, but everyone says that, I bet, but I really do. Thank you. Hey, Marquita, thank you for joining. And let's see, is that,
Happy
oh,
Mother's Day to everyone.
yes. Happy Mother's Day. All right. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, that's no
And to
problem.
welcome our lovely guest. Thank you for coming.
Okay, no problem. I mean, I thought we were going to do some slides, but it has
I got
nootropics,
you.
nootropics, and adaptogens. Which and so with those two things, those products like lion mane, mushrooms, and let me see, because I was going to just go by what I to go through.
Let me get
What they
those a little bigger for
okay,
you.
okay, awesome.
They're a little bit They need to be sized a little bit better.
That's okay.
Can you see them?
So we have alpinia, sage leaf. We have lion's mane mushroom, ashwagandha. We have something called, I can't see it all, but I'm just gonna go by what rhodelio. It's an ingredient that's from Scandinavia, and it actually grows high in a mountain region, a cold area. It helps with mental focus. With the lion's mane mushroom, it helps with your mood and stress and anxiety. It has sage. Sage is a nootropic and it's an adaptogen too. So we're using the essential oil and also the extract from the sage. And then we have the alpinia galanga, and that's for focus and mental clarity. And so we have, this is considered, our other products are basically considered phytonutrients, and it actually has great, look at the ingredients. Coffee berry, that's the other thing. And this is coming from the flower, the whole coffee bean as well. So you can see cordyceps mushroom. So these are phenomenal ingredients that's in this particular product. And it has a mango berry flavor. So you can actually take it, we say tip it and sip it. You can just put it in your water. If you want to put it in smoothies, if you want to drink it hot, if you want to drink it cold. But it has a very, and all those flavors are very, very natural. So it has a natural flavoring. We can't give all of our secrets. How we were able to utilize the flavors to make it taste good and not bitter or not very earthy because of the mushrooms. And so we've had such a tremendous result from it, because people are looking. It has very low amounts of sugar, like 2 grams of sugar, and it comes from the coconut. It's not the coconut. Some people are allergic to coconut, so the sugar is from the coconut nectar, not from the nut itself, but from the coconut flour, which is very, very different. Okay, so for those of you who may be concerned about that, so this is actually, it does have a supplement label, which our other products literally has a nutrition label, because this is actually herbs. This is a very plant focused product, and we have had such success with this. As I mentioned, we've literally sold out. So if you ask yourself a question, if you're dealing with lack of energy, mental clarity, how have you, now one of the things that for me that I a lot of us have a gazillion things to do every single day, and we have an issue with focusing and getting tasks done and completed. So if you are one of those people that are just having issues with getting things done, this is great. If you have a lot of tasks that you have to get done, this is great for that. If you have stress, if you need more energy, okay, these are ingredients that will help you, like the rhodiola. It's an ingredient, like I said, from the mountain of Scandinavia. Let me see. I'm kind of looking at my notes here. And you guys know ashwagandha. It's used in India, and it affects the mood. It's helps stress relief.
Dawn loves ashwagandha.
Yes.
She takes that every day.
Every day. So as you guys know, you've got the adaptogens and the nootropics. I don't know if you have the slide for that, but so you're looking at one that's helping with the mental clarity and helping you to get things done, and then you're looking at where it's also helping you with mood and all that. So we want to. This is going to be an amazing product for that. I'm seeing the ingredients. I don't see the other product attributes.
Let's see. Let me go through.
You might be able to read it for me, because I can't see that part of it. I'm just seeing. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. It looks like for some reason I think they needed to be sized differently.
Yes, that's okay. That's okay. So I don't know if you all have any questions at all. And if you're wondering what it costs, really and truly, I just posted a video, and Dawn will actually. I sent it to Dawn. I don't know if she'll see it. A young
I
lady
think you're saying, Jen.
store.
You forgot me again.
Yes, and she was actually showing what energy drinks cost and what a cup of coffee costs. And when you look at this particular product, it is way less than what you're going to pay for a cup of coffee or an energy drink a day. And how many energy drinks? I know people who drink, what is that one that has the kind of like the three lines. What's the name of that energy drink? It's not
Oh
Red Bull. It's
no,
Monster. It's
at
Monster.
5 Hour Energy, people drink that too.
Yes, that $5 energy, the Monster drinks. And I know
Mhm.
people who it actually changes their mood, and they get very mean and they get very angry after drinking. I'm like, why do you drink it if it alters your mood like that?
Yeah, is it that important for you to have that, and I am always looking for a healthier alternative to have energy, you know what I mean? And I think because you have all of those other things, the ashwagandha is a mood balancer itself, I've read, and that being in there along with the little bit of energy boosting stuff is probably what's creating that. And I think if people could get themselves to do this for themselves and get something, a healthier version of their morning drink, they'll feel more sustained probably. Do you want to play Adrian's
Testimonial?
testimonial?
Absolutely.
Speaking of irritability, she had me laughing so hard in there when she was saying about, well, we'll hear it, but she was saying that the coffee would make her kind of irritable, and this didn't. So let's check it out.
And I can't, coffee does gives me serious jitters. So
Adrian didn't have time to pop in, so I'm gonna play her voice with a little picture of her too.
okay.
Experience with the Juice Plus Luminate. Well, I'm going to tell you, for me, I've never been able to tolerate caffeine. When Red Bull first came out, I drank a Red Bull. I ended up in the emergency room. And back then, Red Bull was very new. So people didn't understand how much sugar and caffeine was in Red Bull. So they didn't know it was like the caffeine. And they told me that it seemed like I had high levels of stress because no test was bringing anything back. And so then when Red Bull came out with the sugar free, I tried the sugar free, and I didn't go to the hospital because I already figured it was the caffeine that was in there, but I couldn't go to work. I couldn't drive my car. So I'm very sensitive to caffeine. So when Bulletproof came out, I tried the Bulletproof because they said that the reason why people get jitters and, and get insomnia, which I would get all those symptoms when I would use any type of caffeine. And they said it was because the caffeine is dirty, is toxic, is moldy. And so that the Bulletproof didn't have that. But let me tell you, I had insomnia for days, so I stayed away from it. So now that your company has introduced this product, I said, okay, after hearing so many testimonies and reading on it and all of that, I said, let me try it. And I was really skeptical, but I absolutely love it. And let me just say one other quick thing. When I was on caffeine, I was very not rude, but very intolerant to any BS. If I sensed any BS, I was calling it out. When I wasn't on caffeine, I would go ahead and I would, hear the BS and all of that. But with this Luminate, I am telling you, this is a game changer. And I only take it every other day for me. And it could be because I am still nervous about it. But this is a game changer. No irritability, I'm not irritable. I'm sleeping really good. And I'm not like up like caffeine, but I am so aware of everything. And I'm telling you, it has boosted my mood incredibly. So just wanted to share that.
That's great. Thank her for doing that. I know that was awesome. Let us know in the comments if you drink coffee. So this has now. What is like? I read that it has some coffee, but what is naturally sourced coffee? Is that what I heard was in it? So it's a healthier form of the bean. Is that what it is?
It is with the coffee bean itself. Let me look at the let me look that up. I know that they're growing. We have farmers that are literally growing, that are actually growing the coffee, but it's actually from the coffee bean itself. So it's from the whole coffee bean, which makes a difference. So
Right. It's not
So
already processed, in
the
other
whole
words.
coffee berry,
Oh,
okay?
coffee berry.
It's the whole coffee berry. So that's the main difference there. So you're not getting it. It has about I would say about, what do they say, about 80 milligrams of caffeine, but because it's coming from the whole coffee berry, you're not getting those jitters. It's very different, and everything has to do with the way things are grown. It's just like, we're talking about people should eat more fruits and vegetables, but most people don't even realize that the fruits and vegetables right now, they're talking about lab grown, not only lab grown meats, but lab grown fruits and veggies. So you don't even
Yeah.
know what you're getting in the grocery store, which is, I was listening to something where they were talking about they're going to be injecting the vaccine into, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say which one, but I'm just going to say that into our fruits and vegetables, they're going to be growing. So it's already in the market. So if you go to the grocery store, Bill Gates has a version. He has bought up a lot of the farmland,
Well, we've
and
heard about appeal.
appeal. You have to look for the appeal. So it is so imperative you guys take charge of your health, because you don't know. This is why I was so excited, became a food security advocate, and started telling everyone about. That's how I met Jen, because that was something she was very interested in, because she's a vegan. And if you're juicing, whatever, so if you're going to eat fruits and vegetables, you want to have control of that, because you don't know what you're really getting in the supermarkets anymore. And like I said, because I had a friend that's a food science major, and I saw what they were doing to meats, how they were being reared, all of the disease, how they were injecting them with all kinds of drugs.
Yeah, if you think about it, why do they have antibiotics going into the animal? You know how you can see antibiotic-free meat? Even that, they have to give them something, because they're
Yes,
raised in these, packed in these little cages, and there's
yes,
disease that's spread, and they're sick, and then they're giving them antibiotics, and then you're
you're
eating the
consuming them.
meat of the sick animals, and we're wondering why we're getting sick, right? Like, it's
Exactly.
all a cycle I never realized. And if there's a healthier version of that meat, or a healthier way you can get your head around starting to eat more, plant foods, it is well worth it. And
Worth it.
it can change your health, and you've obviously shown that. Like, you just keep, getting better and better in your journey, and then it gives you a motivation. Me and you were just talking about how we feel more like working out now that we're healthier, like.
Exactly. So I've actually started my workout journey, and and for me, just really trying to be a testament and improve my health. I'm actually not in the country right now, and one of the reasons that I am not, because just eating the food, even the fruits and vegetables in the States, it just was not. Maybe it's the area that I'm in, and I'm quite aware that it really depends on where you're living, the quality of the fruits and vegetables that you're getting as well. You don't have control over that. Somebody else dictates the quality of the food, the fruits and the vegetables, and what area the best quality goes in, and or not. And so, I chose to come back to Mexico, because I can. There are lots of farmers markets, and I would highly recommend you guys. Summertime is coming. I would first of all highly recommend that you get a vertical gardening system, and you can talk to, Jen will leave my information, but certainly you can talk to Jen. Jen can help you with that. I would highly recommend growing your own, because you don't know, can't control what's going on with the weather.
Mhm.
And that's a whole nother subject, and I don't want to really
And the
get into.
money, like, that's why I'm saving to get the whole bundle of the Tower Garden, because we spend a lot on organic vegetables, and if you're someone who wants to buy organic, and even if you buy regular, you know what I mean, the food prices, you don't have control of that. At least
Correct.
with the Tower Garden, you have a way to buy the initial setup, and then you've got all of your, seeds, the nutrients going into the water that it's being, grown in. And that I know you have a lot of information on. We touched on that. I'll share the other interview that I did with Erica in the description here, and maybe in the comments too, for those that are lazy like me and don't always want to go to the description. And it's like, the way she was talking about the tower gardens is like, and people showing all the time. I'm on the Facebook group, and they're always sharing these big beautiful vegetables that they've grown, and all these beautiful fruits that they grow from their tower gardens. And I think that would be awesome if you ever have anyone who wants to come on and share that here too, or if you have want to share at some point, well, we can do one surrounding that, because that is an amazing way, especially with all the stuff going on with our fruits and vegetables, now that it's definitely something that people really should think about. And you have, even also you can help people if they, you're in Mexico, so obviously you're doing well in the industry. And I know you can talk with Erica if you're interested in advocating for selling these products too, to want to help get word out and share. She was telling me people are even having in-person parties and sharing the product sample. And, people are really interested in trying it, especially the Luminate, for people who want that little energy, boost and things like that. I think it's amazing. Welcome, Dawn. Erica was calling me Dawn a little while ago, and I just let her because we look so much alike. She gets us confused. I'm just
And so the I want to also say, if you guys I have two groups. One is called the Comma Club on Facebook. Jen can probably link that back below. And there's another one called TCC Testimonial. So this is just a bunch of people who bought a lot of the tower gardens. I don't have a lot of the mostly tower garden testimonials, and I'm gonna look to load that up with this amazing video that Jen just put together. Did I say Dawn before?
Just a little while ago, but
Okay,
I forget what you were
I'm
talking. You
sorry,
said you
Jen.
sent it to Dawn, and I was like, "No, you
Oh
sent
my
it to me."
gosh, I'm so sorry, Jen.
That's okay.
And
It's not only you; everyone does that.
Because it says Jen Judd Dawn, so I don't know. That's why I said Dawn. But anyway, you guys can join that group so you can kind of see what's going on and keep abreast. But yeah, I mean, we are definitely looking with the tower gardens. We have them in schools, they're in hospitals, they're in offices, they're in Yankee Stadium, they're in the airports in Chicago. We have a whole curriculum around it for schools. This Luminate, this newest product, I know we're going to close out now. That it's been amazing. So if you're looking for, even if you're great with mental clarity and focus, we've had people who are really organized, focused, but it's helped them to sleep. It's still helped them to elevate and take that to a next level. But it's such a huge market for it. But if you're looking to make some additional income, it might be something you want to look at. Any of you who might be interested in becoming a wellness coach, or get into the health and wellness space. There's a complete promotion this month, and really it's just $10, which is ridiculous.
$10?
Start a franchise, yes.
Oh my goodness! You hear that, everyone? Oh my goodness! You got
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Right? And now you can get paid on your own stuff.
You can try to start your own business for $10. That's
for
amazing.
$10. And then, of course, the phytonutrients. I can't say enough about the phytonutrients. Before I left the States, of course, I had a PET scan done. I had to go get, all my testing done to see where I was. In fact, just being in the States, I was in the States for about 8 months. And just being in the States, I had pretty much the lump, the issue in my breast had it hit the lump head. You really couldn't see anything. I wasn't completely out of the woods because it's still a new diagnosis, but you couldn't see anything. Just 8 months in the States and eating in the States. I mean, that whole situation changed. So I'm like, I have to get out of here because this place would kill me. But when I went to get my blood work done, the doctor said my blood work was absolutely perfect, like completely perfect. And I
Nice.
know that the reason that it was perfect was because of the phytonutrients. So if you guys are not eating enough fruits and vegetables, most of us don't get, you know, 10 to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. We just don't. We don't have the time for it. We don't. And then it's the quality that we get. And these phytonutrients, and it's food. It's considered food in a capsule. This made the world of difference in my health. I can't tell you any more than that. So, you know, if you want some more information, please reach out to
You
Jen.
want to touch on that just a little bit too? There's a third product that she also, we haven't done an entire stream on that, but you also offer uh is what is that called, the capsules that you have that are just all the fruits and vegetables in one?
Right, they're in a capsule or they're actually in gummy form. We
Okay.
have them for kids, the gummy form for adults too, but we do recommend the capsules for adults. So what the company does is simply grow their own, have their own farm, really pick those fruits at the peak of ripeness. This is where all the nutrition is. Freeze it, pulverize it, blend it up, and put it in powders. It's just plant powders in a capsule or in a gummy form.
That's the way that I drink, or you guys have talked about that before. The Daily Green Boost is similar. Those are always what you want. And her product, the product with Juice Plus, because they actually pick the fruits at the exact right time, which when we get them at the store, there's no telling. You know, you get avocados, you got to wait 2 weeks for them to soften up, so they shouldn't have even been picked yet. You know,
Yeah.
they shouldn't have even, they fruits fall off the tree when they're ripe, you know, or the farmer knows when they're ripe. But if you think about it, if they have to ship them from Mexico, let's just say, over to here in where I am in Maryland, and I have to then put it on they have to put it on the shelves of the grocery store, and they can't lose money. So they never pick fruit when it's ripe. And you have to be very, even after it's off the thing, you never are getting exact perfect ripeness, you know. And that's another thing I like about the way you guys did that. And I was very skeptical because you guys know how I am. I'm all natural. I don't like, as soon as I hear the word capsule or I hear, you know, especially when I first met Erica, I wasn't even at that point. I think I wasn't taking the supplements that I'm taking now, but that kind of opened my eyes to a lot of the food safety issues. And I really researched this company and found that they really care about their, you know, about their products and making sure that it's healthy as opposed to just churn and burn and sell different products. And that the Illuminate was probably in the works for a long time, doing tests and marketing and trying to make sure that, you know, they had the best product. And it wasn't just, you know, they don't have, how long has it been around? Did I read since like 1940 or something like that?
The company itself is about it's over 30 years old.
30 years old. I always exaggerate.
So
Ask
it's about
Dawn.
50, actually 50 to be exact, because they started more in the water business, if you're considering that, and then they moved over to you know, these phytonutrients, and this is where they started. But I do want to say that the phytonutrients are the most researched product of its kind. It has over 40 clinical research studies that have been done by universities and hospitals. And because of that research, we've attracted over 8,000 medical professionals to this company. We've got that many of them that are here because of the research, you know, that they can feel confident about recommending it to their patients and clients. There's no other product on the market that has gone through 40 different clinical tests and research. So we
And how
are the
many
best of the best.
fruits and vegetables are in that little capsule you said?
They're about, I think there's about, wait a minute, hold on. They're about at least eight. I have them. Do I have it right here?
I know we're not prepared for that one. It
Yes,
just all of a
but
sudden
that's
we
okay.
started talking about it, and I thought, you know
But
what?
they're
I know
part
it's
of
a
the
lot.
mix. Please get back to Dawn, and she'll be able to get you some information, or she can get you in contact with me if you have questions, and we'll be happy to get you some more information. She will share some links. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Please join the group. Dawn, I don't know if you can put the links to the groups also as well. that they can join to see. But yeah, please reach out. We're really happy that you guys are here. Thank you for hanging in here with us. Try the Luminate. You're gonna love it. And ask about the other products as well. It's really, really, really important, honestly, in the time that we're living in, that you grow your own food and that you really make sure that you're getting enough fruits and vegetables. They recommend at least 8 to 12 different fruits and vegetables that you should be eating every day, and most of us don't get that. So we can help. We have some solutions. As a wellness coach, reach out to me if you want to know about bioscans, or if you want to know about eating for your blood type, or you want to know about, maybe because I do cancer coaching, because that's the issue that I've been challenged with. I like to put it that way. And if you're just wanting to stay healthy, please reach out. And I want to thank you, Dawn, Dawn, here it goes. Jen, your name says Jen Judd, and I don't know why I prefer to call you Dawn, but
that's okay. Well,
for some reason I prefer to call you Dawn. I don't know why that's coming up for me. But thank you so much for having me on your show, you guys, and thank you all for being here. Happy Mother's Day. Please enjoy your day. Jen, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
A pleasure. And I hope to come back again.
Oh, I hope you will join us again. Let's let me see here. I'll go ahead and put a picture up one more time here. Oh, there's one last thing I forgot to ask you.
No problem.
Does it go in cold water or hot water?
You can do it in both if you want to.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering.
Hot, yes.
And what's the berry? Is it a berry taste?
It's like a berry mango.
Okay. Those are two questions I forgot to ask. We got off on our, how it is when I start talking. So thank you so much, Erica. Please check out the links, all of Erica's links that she mentioned. I'll be loading them in, the extra ones, and then the ones are already on there to get in touch to the website for Juice Plus. The Tower Garden link is there, and then closer to the top of the description is the Luminate and the other capsules. So thank you guys for watching. I want to thank our people for being here. Dawn, J&J Video Reacts, my mom, thank you. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you, Erica. Mariquita, happy Mother's Day. Tessa, thank you. She's always my first person in here. I appreciate you. And anybody I may have missed who's watching in the replay, leave us a comment and let me know if you want more information on these products and how to get in touch with Erica so she can help you to get healthy. And thank you for sharing your journey with us. We appreciate it. I'm glad you are actually very healthy, and enjoy your time in Mexico.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. And we'll be back soon for another amazing Plantz4mation. We might be having an open forum later, but I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you for coming.